Hey there, morning, everybody. And Kendall here with Conscious Coffee, except I drank all my coffee. I was driving and just drank it all. Um, Gosh, there's just so much running through my head this morning. I am just so pumped up and so excited. And when my energy gets all crazy like this, I can tell you that it's just kind of like one of those things of just like I can't even keep anything straight. Hey, morning, Ron. Morning, Addison. Um, Number one, wow, like my tantric practitionership stuff, people are just like rocking and rolling in every morning when I wake up. I wake up to a couple more applications to that and everything. I'm looking so forward to Costa Rica in May for that. So if you are local or not, know that I am running a tantric practitionership and we will be going to Costa Rica for the final process of that, where I will teach you how to build one hell of a rockin' online business and local business, holistic practice. Tantra is one of those things that really does help us weave everything together. And yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I've got some yoga instructors that are popping in. I've got some other holistic practitioners. Chiropractor, I think, is one of them. I've got even a courtesan that is just that reached out to me and everything, wants to blend in the tantric practitionership into everything. And then of course just those people who want to learn how to become a tantric practitioner at different levels of that. So yeah, I mean, it's beautiful to see people wanting to learn and to grow and to expand themselves and to learn about the beautiful art of Tantra and how it really weaves our lives together. Speaking of which, we typically think of Tantra and we think sex and we think positions and we think Sting, who can last 3-4 hours. He's not the only man on the planet that can last 3 or 4 hours without some little purple pill thingy. No, I've actually, most of the guys that I've dated through the course of time can last that long and longer. It really is. It's not even about the lasting. It's about the connection. It's about the depth. It's about just really accessing your core, your truth. And to be able to do that requires us to take off the expectation that we put on our partners. I was driving and I was thinking about, through the years I've had different lovers in my life look at me, and even people who are not intimate with me but who may want to be, make it themselves very well known, or even like old lovers coming back around and going, I love you, you're the one, I really messed up, and this whole thing of you're the one and you are my everything. This morning I really want to touch on that topic right there. You are my everything. What are we meaning when we say you are my everything? Or you go, I am your safe place. I am your home. I am the space that you never have to worry. I will never judge. I will always love you. I will always support you. I will always be this for you. What are we actually saying when we tell our partner that? Or what are we saying when we expect that is what our partner should be to us? We are completely messing up there. Okay, we're messing up there because, number one, we're putting all of our power into somebody else. We are also, if we are the ones who are going, I am this for you, we are operating in a very very close line to victim mode here, because what we're doing is we're giving all of our power to that other person, and if they choose to not make us our everything, I can't talk. Maybe I need more coffee. If they choose that we are not their everything, that we do not share everything, that we do not communicate everything, that we do not, experience everything, that we don't always come back. Perhaps we have, lack of trust. Perhaps there's bitterness. Perhaps there's trauma. Perhaps there's some sort of shame. Maybe there's just a disconnect or a difference in just connection, vibration with somebody. One person can feel one way, doesn't mean that both people are going to feel that way. But when that other person chooses to not make us their everything, or not be our everything. What we are actually experiencing is we are experiencing a lack of alignment to ourselves. We are not operating from that place of source energy, that place of, God flowing through us, that creative, beautiful soul energy of strength, of power, of love, where there isn't judgment. It is unconditional. When we have this needy feeling like our life is going to absolutely implode, explode, whatever, it's going to be destroyed if this other person doesn't connect with us, all of a sudden decides to walk away from us, all of a sudden, isn't there for us, or chooses to not rely on us in some way. It can all sometimes be the smallest of things. When it gives us that feeling that, oh my gosh, I'm all of a sudden abandoned. I'm all of a sudden without. Maybe I'm not worthy of love. Maybe I'm not this or that. When we start to feel that sabotage and that disconnect because somebody else has chosen to do something of their own, we are not in alignment with ourselves, guys. That's just the way it is. When we are truly in alignment with ourselves, with our soul, with source energy, with God flowing through us, then what happens is that we understand, and we really do come at life from a little bit different perspective. We come at life from the knowing that everything will change, and the knowing that nobody on this planet was ever born to be here to take care of you or to take care of me. Nobody was born to be our everything. Nobody, came into this physical existence with the responsibility to be in charge of our emotions, our physical state, our mental state, our financial state, our anything state. That is not anybody else's responsibility. And when we put that on other people, or we try to take that from other people, what we end up doing is really sabotaging ourselves. We put ourselves into a victim mode. We put ourselves into this frame where we don't have the power, we don't have the ability, so we think, to live a fulfilled life, to live that fuck yes life. We really destroy our possibilities because we limit our thinking and we limit our worth. And doesn't it always come back to that? It always comes back to our worth and our self-love, and the reality that for so many people, we just don't feel like we are worthy of all this greatness, of all this beauty, of all this joy, of the abundance that we want. And so we reach out to others in hopes that their connection, their words, their love, their sex, their physical whatever, them being there for us at our beck and call, or needing us, because that's a big one. There's a lot of people pleasers out there, right? Well, I'm just a people pleaser. I just love helping others. I love being of service. Yeah. Aren't you just the sweetest, most awesome person on the planet? Not. That's greedy as fuck. It's needy and it's greedy. And what it is doing is it is really putting you in a much lower frequency. The reason why you're starting to feel fatigued, the reason why you're feeling used, the reason why you just don't have the oomph, the reason why things are not coming to you is because you're people pleasing a little bit too much. So for all of you people pleasers out there, realize that that is potentially one of the most self-centered things that you can do, because you need somebody to need you in order for you to feel good about your life and about who you are, and to feel worthy and to feel loved. When you don't need anybody to need you, and nobody needs you. So just get right with that. A turned on person, a person that is in complete and total soul alignment, that is really listening to their core and hearing those soft here I am with the words again, those soft whispers of spirits that move through them to guide them. You know what? They're not operating from a place of need. They're not looking at every situation as though, oh, if this person is this way, if this person, needs me, if this person would just be my home, my everything, then that would be just wonderful, right? That would just be wonderful. And now I am worthy of being blessed. And I happen to have my blessed t-shirt on today. Little did I know that I was going to be talking about this topic, but that really comes down to it, that we don't allow ourselves to be blessed because we don't feel worthy. So we reach out and we look to others to make us feel worthy of abundance, worthy of being blessed, worthy of love, worthy of fulfillment, worthy of living, instead of just existing. And what we end up doing is we become a victim to the belief structure that we need somebody, and that they were put here to rely on us or to need us in some fashion. So I ask you this morning to look at the relationships in your life, especially the close relationships. Yes, your lover, your husband, your wife, your best friend, your children, your parents, your siblings, anybody that, even a freaking business partner, no matter what, I want you to look at the closest relationships in your life, and I want you to really get clear with yourself of where are you showing up from a needy perspective of going, oh, this person is my everything here. This is this person's role. They need me. I need them. How are you putting an expectation that is not true on that other person, whether it is in your love, in your time, in your money, in your sex, in your ability to feel good? If all those people that you had in your life all of a sudden dropped off the face of the planet, God forbid that happens, but let's say they did, how would you feel? How would you feel? Could you still find satisfaction in your life? Could you still feel love in your life? Could you still feel worthiness in your life? Could you still feel passion, purpose, drive in your life without the people that you currently rely on for your everything? Ask yourself that. And of course, if I've said anything in here that was of any value to you at all, please hit the share button. Again, if you are a practitioner of any sort, a holistic practitioner, if you are, a yoga student, or just somebody who wants to, or somebody who meditates a lot and you're wanting to learn the tantric arts on a much deeper level and potentially take that on even as a profession of yours or add it to your profession, make sure that you click on the link that is already in the comment section to explore my holistic practitioner certification program, which is starting up at the end of this month. And we will be going to Costa Rica in May for a beautiful, dynamic, and very fun and playful retreat with this beautiful villa, beach, jungle, good food, lots of learning, lots of exploring. It'll be lovely. Definitely look for that. If that's not up to you, if that's not something for you, and you still want a little bit of coaching advice, direction, then please make sure that you reach out to me, message me for details on my one-on-one coaching programs, and yeah, because they are available as well. So you'll have to fill out an application. That'll probably come up here in the comment section right there. Make sure that you click on that link, get your application in. Again, I coach with people all over the world, all over the United States. Actually, most of my clients are bouncing around the world at one point or another. So there is no excuse not to work with me. Okay, everybody, I love you. Go explore where you are giving up your power, giving up your happiness, putting all of this responsibility on other people that don't owe you anything. And remember that you're not responsible for their feelings, their lives, and you were not put here to make anybody else happy or fulfilled or worthy. And nobody was put here to make you happy, fulfilled, or worthy as well. So really go in there, analyze that shit, and of course, remember to stop existing, start living, and you can follow me at www.kendalwilliams.com. I'll catch you tomorrow with another Conscious Coffee.